Good evening, folks. Welcome to tonight's editions of Stocks and Slides with Joe Man. Monday, April 26th. I hope everybody's had a fantastic day and hope you all enjoyed your weekend. But one thing we like about Monday mornings, 8:30 here on Central Time, where I'm located in the Boogaloo here in Tennessee, is the stock market opens up at 8:30. And that's exciting. That gets my rocks hard. So that being said, how did everybody do today? And before we get started, if y'all wouldn't mind, please click that like and subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. My channel is diversified, kind of like my portfolio. If y'all are into slot play, be sure to check out a lot of my other videos on my channel. Like I said, this is a diversified channel. I do slot play, and I do my stock plays as well. And also give a little bit of an insight on maybe what I see in the market, and just kind of opens up discussions of things to talk about. So again, I am not a financial advisor. Please, everybody, please do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only, and my personal opinions and valuations of these companies. So let's jump right into it, folks. So today on the Dow was actually down 61 points today, down 0.18%. The S&P, it was actually up 7.45 points, up 0.18% for the day. The NASDAQ was the big winner, up over 121 points today, up 0.87 today. So one thing I was looking in here, so I like to look at sectors and the top performing sectors day in, day out. I follow a lot of that. And I find it really interesting because here we are, a year and a month since the pandemic started and to where we're at now. And there's been a lot of sectors that has been impacted the most for this pandemic, right? I mean, especially your entertainment industries, cruise lines are still shut down, your theaters and all this stuff obviously has been taking the biggest hit. They've been the hardest hit for sure. And of course, then you go into the food and beverage industry. I mean, obviously that sector has been affected quite a bit. But now, things are, a lot of states are saying to hell with the mandates and starting to open back up, and it's time to get some money flowing, and I kind of agree. So one thing I want to look at here, we're going to look at today's top performing sectors, and then we're going to also look at the best performing sectors over the last 3 months, which would put us back into March, right? February, March, April. Yeah. So, but it's back in February. So we're going to look at the top performing sectors over the last 3 months. And this just kind of gives us a good indication of which ones are having a harder time, opening back up, and which ones are still dragging and not able to prosper. So let's look at these top performing sectors, shall we? Okay, so let's first look at today's change here. So here's today's change. The information technology today was the best performing sector, followed by consumer discretionary, healthcare next, communication services, materials. Energy finally had a green day. Geez, it's been a horrible. If you look at energy, actually for the last month, it's down 3.3%. This has actually been the worst performing sector this past month out of all these sectors. Spent a little bit of time on energy because, just from November to the end of January, the energy sector was just flourishing. I mean, I had my portfolio was like 80% energy companies, and I made a lot of money on the energy sectors. Luckily, I've made some transitions since then, and I've adjusted my portfolio, and where it's diversified a whole lot better now. I think I do own PFIE Energy right now. And that's a really good company. Y'all should look at that. But anyways, so I'm diversified pretty well. It's probably about 20% of my portfolio is in the energy. Overall, the last 3 months, it's been performing pretty well, but definitely this last month has just been red day after red day and red day after red day if you're into them energy sectors. So after that, we had financials, real estate, and today's worst performing was industrials, then utilities, and then consumer staples, interestingly, was the worst performing. So here's what I want to look at. So what has been the best performing sectors over the last 3 months? Okay. So over the last 3 months, the best performing sector has been financials. The financial sectors has been the beneficial of everything opening back up and all that, and that is definitely the best performing sector here by these numbers. Now, interestingly, it was one of the low men on the totem pole as far as the days change. So today was a green market. And what did that do for financials? Well, it was close to the bottom, but it was still in the green, up 21%. But overall, in the last 3 months, you can see financials has been the top performer here. Let's look at this. All right, so here we go again. Over the last 3 months, so here's the sectors that has been the best performing sectors in the last 3 months on an overall percentage rate. Financials, materials, energy is way up there. They had a fantastic. This 3-month trend on energy. All became from the one of the following 2 months. This is kind of a interesting and scary sector right now. There is obviously some great deals on the energy sectors right now, as everything has tumbled over the past month, has fallen over 3%. So you can pick up some steals there. If you want to comment below my video, you want to ask for suggestions, I have a fantastic, or should I say stupendous watch list totally directed for the energy sectors. So anyways, be sure to comment below my video. We can touch on that tomorrow in a video if you would like. So anyways, then the next is industrials. Overall, even though today was a red day, the last 3 months it's been performing pretty well. So let's jump to the bottom. What has been the worst performing sectors over the last 3 months? Consumer discretionary, absolute worst. How about that? How about that? This is interesting. So, but 1 month ago, it's been had a really good last month. Today, not so strong, but overall in the last 3 months trend, it is following to be one of the worst performing sectors. But I do like this number right here. I do like this number. Not everything's going to react on a green day like today was in the market. So that is your performing sectors. Let's look at AMC. I looked at AMC earlier today, and they are surprising me every time. Again, folks, when we talk about AMC, we're not talking about valuations and fundamentals. Just more of, there's a lot of new investors and a lot of people following the AMC hype. And that's all that matters, because that's what's going to drive this stock up. If more people are buying, this market is going, AMC is going to continue to go up, And hey, it is. So here it is, AMC up 13.19%. That really surprises me here. And let's look at this chart. I mean, I remember this thing being at $4 a share, like really recent. So here's a 3-month chart. Let's go to the 1-month chart. Okay, so there's a 1-month chart. Not a whole lot. I can't see a lot of movement in that. This 3-month trend. Nothing really just really standing out there. But yeah, but AMC is continuously going up, which is surprising. And a very heavy volume day today for AMC, 78,592,888. That's definitely high. Current bid and ask size is 800 over 900, so pretty equally distributed there. So yeah, so that's AMC. So I can't. It's hard to dictate which way it's going to go. The market has been just, we have like 3 red days, 2 green days, 3 red days, 2 green days, 5 red days, 1 green day. So I mean, the market is very unpredictable right now, and it's tough. It's tough to predict. So I'm not going to give any forecast or look in it too hard. I'm not looking for supports or anything at this time. Usually I cover a lot of the support lines and stuff. So I had a decent day today. My count finished up $94 overall. So that's good. I still had this thing was at 11,100 probably 2 weeks ago. But my account's taken a hit. I mean, I haven't sold anything and taken losses, but my account's been pounded over the last 2 weeks, So let's look at my positions here. BDRBF. That's a newly invested company that I am in. Currently in at 0.80 cents today. It was up. Now I'm up to 0.75 cents. This is a swing trade potential here. This is why I purchased this one. My next one is MRMD, which is a marijuana company. I did invest in MRMD. I like the cost. I like the trend that it was heading in. And they really seem to be, anytime there is an opportunity for them to leave a footprint, MRMD is definitely seeming to do that. So, put that in your watch list. MRMD. It's what I would call it's a pretty good deal right now. When I purchased it, I actually paid 88 cents a share for that. So, now it's down to 72 cents. And, it was actually my biggest gainer of all my shares today at 7.81%. Next up, SDPI. This is the thorn in my side right now. I purchased this about 2 months ago, which I thought was a good deal at the time. I did average down a little bit. I'm actually at $1, rounded off to $1.19 a share is my purchase. Unfortunately, it's all the way down to 0.81 cents. I have seen it a little lower last week, so this is not definitely. I'm definitely holding this one a little bit longer than a swing trade of what my original plan was. PFIE, put this one down in your energy watch list. PFIE, I'm telling you, PFIE, put it down. This thing has been riding this. Even all the energy sectors have been just getting pelted and just beat up this last month. It has. We've seen it. We've seen it. We just looked at those numbers. PFIE has found a support. Support of about $1.15 is the support. Today it did have a 2-cent gain, and a lot of the energy sectors had a little gain today. But I have not seen PFIE drop below dollar. It's touched $1.14, bounces right back up. Earnings is coming out May 6th. They did have a partnership this last quarter. I'm really expecting good things from them. Currently, I'm in at $1.37 a share, and I'm okay with that. That $1.37 a share, that was a good price at that time. Obviously, the $1.17 price that it's at now, folks. I'm telling you, PFIE, great buy opportunity here. $1.17. I would definitely recommend that. And the next one, this has been a really good performing stock for me. I was able to swing trade it back in the earlier of the month. HIL. Unfortunately, it did not have a good today. It was my worst performing one. And this is actually my biggest account here of HIL, Hill International. Down $518 overall. My strike price on this was $305. This has just been taking a beating. It's just been taking a beating over the last 2 weeks. I'm going to show you Hill International chart, and you're talking about dips and trends. So this is the 6-month chart of HIL, Hill International. Just look at this 6-month chart. I mean, you could see why it was very tempting to buy. All right, I bought the dip, sold. Bought the dip, sold. Now here we are. It's still, unfortunately, still going through a dip. I don't know how long this dip is going to last, but it has a tendency to always dip and then bounce up, bounce up, bounce up. So you see the 6-month trend. This is I don't know how much more this is going to drop before it turns back up. But historically, the lows have been higher every time, and the highs have been higher, right? So unfortunately, this time is the first time in 6 months that the low has been lower than any of the previous lows. Do you see what I'm saying? When I'm talking about the high is higher and the lows are lower, low point, right? Low point, right? Low point, right? Low point. You notice each one of those low points is higher each time, right? The dips are higher, right? The dips drip, but they're still higher than the previous dip. Unfortunately, this time, the dip is lower. Unfortunately, I bought back in at 305, thinking this was going to be the higher of the lower dip. I purchased back in here after swing trading it 3 days prior, and I made good money on it, folks. So I bought it here thinking this was the dip because it was the higher than the low, and I did, but it's continued to fall. So, I'm not telling don't pour your money into that currently, but it's definitely worth watching because it's according to this trend, it has to turn back up and create a higher high. I mean, it could reverse and we have a lower high since the low was lower than the previous low. So who knows? So that's HIL. Well, folks, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all would, please click that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And check out some of my other videos, even if, like I said, stocks and slots. Definitely enjoy some of it ain't all work. Sometimes it's play. So check out some of my videos when I go out and pick on the old slot machines. And it's a stupendous time here when I'm doing that. It's definitely a little different tone of the videos than these stock videos, but it's definitely a cool little, interchange of entertainment there for y'all's viewing pleasure. Anyways, hope y'all have a fantastic night. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.